Yo, yo. How goes it? How goes it? How's everybody doing tonight? Oh, man. How's everybody today? Hey, Cass. What's up, dude? I'm trying to get this stuff together here. I don't know why this thing don't ever want to set up the way I want it to when I want it to set up the way I want it to set up. That makes sense. But it's alright. We'll get this thing rolling here. Alright. What's happening? Another day of no work for me because weather has not been too good on my end of town. And I mean, it wasn't really raining today, but it was wet enough and cold enough for me to not do anything. I'm not getting out there today. So I'll wait for another day of good weather before I get back out there. It's all good. I got a little bit of stuff. It's a little knickknacks. I've been working on the rig, getting the trailer all set up and cleaned up, getting it ready for the season because we are about, well, for me, I'm about a month out roughly, and then I'm gonna start getting at it. Oh man, y'all getting snow? Yeah, we got that one little bit of snow. A couple weeks ago, and I hated it. I hated it with everything. Couldn't deal with it. I don't like it. I mean, snow is cool. I feel like the only way I would like enjoying snow if I actually went somewhere on like a getaway, a vacation. You know, up in the mountains somewhere during the winter months, looking at the snow. Okay, cool. But just waking up in the morning, snow being in my front yard, can't stand it. I can't do it. So, oh man. All right. So today we continue on our journey along the Caribbeans. I got it set out for a little bit. I might run what I got set up tonight. We'll see how things go. Hey, Speedy, how's it going? If not, then we'll pick things back up tomorrow. Like I said, this series is gonna be. It's probably gonna take me a couple weeks. I really want to get real deep into these islands and you know, I mean, I want to take it all the way down, touch the top part of, South America, run that a little bit, maybe cut back across or just run it all the way through Central America back up to Cancun, bring it back around, yada yada yada. There's a lot of stuff in there. And I also want to do a couple C-172 floaties on some of these islands too. So I can't remember where I set them up last time before I lost my flight plan, but they're down here somewhere. So we're just gonna continue on and see how it goes today. All right, so pre-flight is complete. Seatbelts are fastened. No packs. Avionics is off. Circuit breakers are all in. Landing gears down. Flaps are up. Cowl flaps is open. Lights as required. Fuel selector to the fullest tank. And let's get some power going. All right. Full mixture and throttles. Prime to pump. And crack throttle. Up to 1,000. Instruments are in the green. We are good to go there. Let's get some air going on here. All that stuff is good there. And we'll just be VFR again today. We are back here at Nassau, and we're gonna take off and shoot across the waters and get to our first touch and go. And I think I have 1, 2, 3, 4. I think I have 4 touch and goes and a full stop over at San Salvador. Is where we will end today's flight. I might grab a couple more in there that's not on the flight plan, just so we're not spending so much time, you know, over the waters. Okay, cool. So I'm not gonna do any say intentions. I have it on. You know what? Now that I'm thinking about it, I'm not in the mood to deal with it today. So we're just gonna turn that off there. And we're just gonna enjoy the flight today. How about that? Alright, so beacon and navs is on. Temperature is 21 degrees Celsius this morning. Alright, brakes are released. Let's get this thing turned around. I wish they wouldn't put us so close to the fuel pumps, you know. But I have whatchamacall off, so I shouldn't have to deal with none of that crazy nonsense. Alright. Winds are... We'll take off runway 14. Sounds good, Cass, man. Appreciate you just stopping in and say what's up. Be safe out there. Alright. We'll just, Uh-oh. Did I just lose the camera? Wait a minute. Hold up. That camera down all of a sudden? I just lose the camera. Front camera's on. Left camera's on. Right camera's off. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Why'd you disconnect? Oh boy, I tell you. There's always something. Camera's still out. Let's try this again. Okay. We're good now. Let's keep on pressing here. Oh man, alright. You know, I'm kinda starting to like this this frame gen. Things just seem to flow a little better, I must say. Now of course, the only one thing I don't like about the DLSS which is kind of a gift and a curse, because I mean the quality is still there, you know. But I can still tell that it's not 4K, which DLSS brings it scales you back. So technically it's 2K, but in 4K, if that makes sense. Which, how DLSS does it, it's not really that bad. It's actually good. Cause real 2K, I wouldn't be able to fly. Like I said, after flying in 4K and then looking at 2K, there's no way I could do 2K. So how DLS takes 4K and then it scales it down to 2K, but then it pushes it back. You know, that kind of makes sense. Sounds good, Speedy. No worries. How many loads you got to run tomorrow? Alright. We just going to assume that the run-up is good. Taxi lights, landing lights. Let's get some strobe going as well. And let's trim her out a little bit. Oh, okay. How many do you normally run? I guess it just really depends on the job for the day. Alright. Power is set. Airspeed is alive. Air 70. Rotate. I got you. Gears coming up. And flaps coming up. Gorgeous. Just gorgeous. Hey Jack, how's it going? How you doing tonight? Alright. Go ahead and make our turn out here. Oh yeah. Gotta love the PC maintenance. It's always something, man, I tell you. And that's the crazy thing too, because you know, you get to a point where everything is like you get everything working good, and then you're like, okay, I would like to update this or whatever, and then next thing you know it, you update it and now you got problems again. Then you gotta start all over. Oh, all day. Ah man, what's going on? Let's go altitude and nav mode. Huh. Wonder what that's all about all of a sudden. Now I'm getting this weird speed up, slow down effect. Cleaning, new CPU, new cooler that doesn't fit. Oh man. It's what you get a water cooler or a bigger air cooler. Oh, the water 360 AIO. So where do you have? Are you placing it in the front or on the bottom? What kind of case do you have? Bottom, but the hoses aren't long enough. So what if you instead of using it as an inlet, use it as an exhaust? So putting the cooler, you know, at the top of the case and running the fans as exhaust versus inlet. Do-do-do. The layout doesn't work for AIO. Thought I could make it work though. Oh man. Let me ask you this. What kind of GPU you running? Well, the reason why I'm asking is because I'm running the Corsair 4000D, the AMD 6950 XT. Okay, so the case that I'm running, I got it from Best Buy. It's like I think it was $150 for the case. And that'll be more than enough. And what's crazy is I'm running the Corsair 360 AIO as well. And what's crazy about my situation is, like, so the 4080 Super, from front to back, like, I couldn't fit the water cooler on the inside of the case because I didn't have enough room. And so what I ended up doing was I screwed the water cooler on the front side of the case. Or let me take that back. I couldn't fit the water cooler and the fans on the inside of the case. So what I did was I screwed the fans on the outside and put the air cooler or the water cooler on the inside. so that I was able to do that. So now I have the 360 AIO inlet, and then I have three inlet fans, and then I have three exhaust fans. Hey Ben, how's it going? Cause you know, this is the first water cooler I've ever had. Eating fruit and flying over the Midwest. I hear that. We stretching it out here a little bit. Trying to get to our first touch and go. And we'll start making our hops. So first one for me is gonna be North Eleuthera. I guess that's how you say that. Mike Yankee Echo Hotel. So we just left out of Nassau, and we're starting our route down. So islands for today. Let's see. I don't know exactly what island this is actually. I mean, it's all pretty much the Caribbean islands. I'm pretty much starting from Nassau, and I'm gonna start working my way all the way down. I'm gonna run the islands all the way down to you know, I'm gonna get all the way down here to like St. Martin and St. Bart, Grant, Bridgetown. Yeah, I'm gonna get all the way down there, and then from there I'm probably gonna shoot down to the north coastal side of South America. Kind of run that back across to get myself set back up, because I think what I might end up doing is just running that coastal line all the way through Central America, work my way all the way around back up to Cancun, and then cross back over, hit the bottom end of some of those islands, because I kind of want to hit, you know, Jamaica and, you know, all that good stuff, and then eventually find my way, start working my way back up to Miami to finish it out. So it's gonna be a couple weeks on this series for sure. Gonna go sort out some error codes. We'll check back in if I'm done before you. Sounds good, Jack. So yeah, this is gonna be a fairly fun series. I'm gonna add in some 172 floaties, landing some water here and there. I might end up making that a one-day thing, where that whole route that day will just be floats, just so I have to keep swapping back and forth. I never knew how many islands were really out here, man. And then it's just crazy, like, how did you get here? I mean, I know how you got there, you know, but it's crazy. It's like, you know what? I'm just gonna go over here, and I think I'm gonna live on this little strip of island for the rest of my life, you know. The FS-24 Cessna Sky Carrier, nice. Yeah, I wanna get over to 24, man. It's just, I'm waiting patiently. I'm in no rush. Yeah, I don't think I could do living on a small island, man. I mean, there's just way too much water. Like too many bad things can happen out here, you know. And especially in this area where this hurricanes like to come. Like I can only imagine living on a small island like this that we're coming up to, with a Cat 4, Cat 5 hurricane coming straight at you. You know, I don't like dealing with any hurricane, let alone a Cat 5, and you're surrounded by water. Where you going? You can't go high. You know, definitely more of a visitation type thing. Let's see. We are 15 miles out. And look like we'll be doing a straight in touch and go for runway 07. This is the first plane that lets the clouds into the cockpit. Huh? What that mean? Lets the clouds into the cockpit. Lets the clouds into the cockpit. Looks like a haze in the cockpit when you fly through. Oh, okay, I got you. That's pretty cool. It's a bug. That's crazy. So it's cool, but then it's not cool because it don't supposed to be happening. Okay. 9 miles. This plane has several that they need to fix, but it carries a lot of cargo. Ah, see, yeah, that right there is the whole reason. I'm gonna stick it with 2020. So you do a lot of the career mode with 24. Yeah, I mean, it's not that I'm not gonna fly FS24. It's just that 2020 is just so solid right now. Like I said, I can't do anything with 24 right now anyway because Air Manager, the app version, isn't compatible yet. So no need to even mess with it and waste my time. Man, look at this water, man. It is crazy. I do it most of the time. I'm waiting on my airline to get their schemes ready to go for the FS24 biz jets. Nice. Alright, first touch and go is in sight. Speed checks, gears coming down, lights coming on. First notch of flaps coming in. Nice little 20 knot crosswind. Keep her steady though. Okay. Second notch of flaps coming in. Yeah, she's pushing me now. Yeah, that's Navigraph on my tablet, Speedy. Alright, there's 90. Let's start slowing her up a little bit. Gears down, flaps down, okay. Ooh, it's windy. Whoa. Butter. Just crazy on a crosswind. Power coming back in. Gears coming up. Got to get better with Navigraph. Oh, okay. Yeah, Navigraph is, I mean, it's, it takes a little bit. There's still a lot of things that I'm still learning myself. I guess once you get the basics down, you know, you can kind of work it from there, I guess. Yeah, Ben, that was pretty smooth right there. I ain't gonna lie. That was a good one. If it wasn't for the crosswind. All right. So we'll keep it low and steady. Next one is 20 miles, and this is Governor's Harbor. Yeah, with Navigraph, well, see, it's crazy that I have a lot of redundancy between how I have my Navigraph set up and how I have the 750 650 combo set up. So like down at the bottom, so like let's just say for instance, for whatever reason, my 6-pack just decides to go out. Well, I can still maintain, I can still know, you know, how much my airspeed is, my altitude, my vertical speed, magnetic heading, GPS tracking, my bank angle, rate of turn, my times, my ground speed, all that good stuff. And then I also have down here the default navigation on the 650 that shows my distance to my next waypoint, ground speed, heading, time, all that good stuff. And then of course up top the actual GPS itself. But I mean, you can, there's so much. I try to tell everybody, like I said, I'm always screaming, you know, you pay for what you get, and you get what you pay for. So man, I'm just shocked at just how well this thing is performing right now. This is crazy. It is running so smooth. Like you can actually see just how, like you can see how fast I'm actually going now. That's crazy. But you know, I know a lot of people don't like to spend the extra $10 a month on a prescription or a subscription or whatever. Hey, Seth, how's it going? And I get it. I mean, it's not for everyone, you know. I have my sim set up to be as realistic as possible. You know, some people don't really care too much for all this extra stuff. You know, as long as they got something of a sim and can fly around a little bit, you know, they're happy, and that's fine. But if you're really trying to be about it and really do this flight sim thing, it just makes sense to have Navigraph, in my opinion. Because it's equipped with so much tools, and especially now that Navigraph has integrated and joined hands with vatsim, so now you don't have to have a separate screen somewhere on one of your monitors, you know, to see when ATC is on board and, you know, all that stuff. Like, you can literally just come onto your Navigraph tablet and, you know, it'll show you. You just click on the 3 little airplanes and you can pull up vatsim, and it'll show you all the people that's flying on the network. It shows you what ATC is on board, who's on, you know, as far as ground, center, and all that. So if you're, you know, let's say you're flying on Unicom, and because there was no ATC around, and then you just so happen to look down and notice that center is on, well, boom, now you can go ahead and call in and get set up. Yeah, that's what I got too, Speedy. I mean, it's a few bucks a month. That ain't nothing. Okay, we are 7 miles out. Autopilot's coming off. Let's just go and we'll just ride this here. Oh, you do the one-time payment and be done with it. I told myself, I think I did that last year, and I just went the monthly this year. I mean, you definitely do save if you just pay the one-time fee. Alright, so we are going to be getting set up for runway 15 at Governor's Harbor, shall I say. Hey, for anybody that's still flying FS 2020, I want to get your input on this. So, like I said, I've been flying. This is the second day I've been flying without photogrammetry, and I think I like it. I think I like it. So if you're flying with photogrammetry, do a test run without it on, and let me know how you feel about it. Can you see the difference between the two? Because I definitely can. Yeah, Sess, it really does make a difference. I'm gonna be honest with you. All right, let's slow her down. We are coming in a little hot. Speed checks. Gears coming down. First notch of flaps coming in. Man, this water is beautiful. And that was the one thing that sold me on turning it off when I watched that guy's video. When he did a compare and contrast between photogrammetry on and off. No, not tonight. Not as of yet, Sess. Haven't really gotten to nothing too crazy. Just been kind of just hanging out tonight on some chill stuff. But by all means, if there's anything that you would like to bring to the table, you know, the round table is always open.
500.
All right, second notch flaps. Slow her up a little bit. Right on the nose. Let's see if I can butter this one like the last one and keep her center. See, the biggest thing for me, like I said, I'm still learning the 90 knot approach back and then slowing her down. I was normally trying to bring her in around the 80 to 75 and putting her down at 70. So I guess it's just bleeding the speed off gradually so that by the time I touch down, I'm around 70. $75 over the fence like I like to do. And we'll just hold it. Yep, we float. Not the smoothest, but it'll work. All right. Gears coming up. Man, I tell you something, man. You put a good headwind in front of a bonanza, man, and she'll climb like a rocket. Yeah, I took it down. That was just kind of more of an experimental thing, Sess. Cause I used that. I set that camera up purposely to test the idea of that when you're looking at me, it looks like I'm actually sitting inside the plane itself and not my sim. But in order to do that, I would have to bring the interior back in for it to look right, you know. I mean, I could still have it if I wanted to. I could still place it back on top of the glare shield. But I just choose not to. Figured just get it out of the way. Let's see here. Let's get some special cameras going here. I haven't played with these since I set them up again. It's not what I wanted. See, I changed my cameras around. Now I can't remember how. There we go. So that's that. Now, if I go here. Let's see. I'm gonna make y'all dizzy here. I can't remember how I had all my cameras set up. Okay, let's try that one. See how it goes. That looks pretty cool. She is a gorgeous aircraft, I must say. What's this camera? That's that one. That's that. Okay. There we go. Let's go with this one. Did that one already, right? Oh, what was that? That was pretty cool. Looked kind of weird down there. Let's see. I could have took the shortcut and just went across the water, but I decided to just kind of run across the islands here. I appreciate that, Woody. Yes, map enhancements. You gotta have the map enhancements. After, and if you're gonna use map enhancement, use the updated the new Bing maps. They look a lot better than Google Maps, and I've tried flying flight sim without map enhancement, and I can't do it. Flying the default scenery or the just default flight sim without map enhancement, I feel like I'm actually flying a game. Like I'm actually it doesn't look real to me because the colors are too vibrant. You know, they're too colorful to me. So with map enhancement, it brings the colors back and it gives it a more realistic approach. And so I'll forever use map enhancements. And the cool thing about it, you know, map enhancement works for FS 2024 as well. See if we can get low a little bit. I don't want to get too low. How far are we out? We're 11 miles out. And let's see, y'all. I guess we'll approach. We'll run the coastal line and we'll hit it at 09. It doesn't really matter, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, 09. That should give us a head. Yeah, being late is amazing. Now before they did the update, I felt like Google Maps was the better of the two. But then when they did the updates, I came back over to the Bing Map side and haven't turned back. Did you ever Did y'all ever give me a song? I know we was talking about it when I was flying, when I was out in Australia. I think either you or Glenn I think you told Glenn to send me a song in the chat or in the Discord. I can't remember. Okay. Okay, where is this fella at? We still out. No, we're not. I think that's it over there.
Terrain ahead. Terrain ahead.
Oh, hush. I'm 500. I'm just skimming. Yeah. Yes, I think you'll actually like you'll like the scenery with photogrammetry off. It definitely changes. I mean, in the water, oh my goodness, the water is just absolutely gorgeous. I don't know if the stream is even doing it any justice. Let me see if I can do a hard bank here. Just kind of give y'all a little glimpse of what the water actually looks like. Yeah, that looks good. That looks real good. Alright, let me find this runway. Where are you at? Okay. It's gonna be it's gonna be right off the water in that little that does not see you yet. This is a weird one. Let me see, because it's showing right on the water. Had the opportunity to pick up a 5080 today, but I'm going to wait. You know why? Oh yeah, Sess, don't. You're gonna make your yeah. The reviews on the 5080 are embarrassing. Alright, let's slow this puppy down. Speed checks gears coming down. Lights are coming on. Oh, I'm right up on it. Oh, it's hiding behind the trees. Okay. It was hiding behind the trees. That's why I couldn't see it. And I don't know if you can look, but if you look at the trees, like the tree add-on that I purchased from Orbix, you can see, you can actually see all the different trees, different sizes, shapes. All right. Okay. A little fast. We'll bleed it off here. Beautiful. Flaps coming up. Back on the power. Alright, gear is coming up. Lights coming out. That is just gorgeous, man. Oh, Lord Jesus, that's gorgeous. That's what I'm saying. Like, I can stick it out with 2020 for a while, man. They give me some good stuff right now. Alright, so let's climb out here. Now, the next one is... I'm wondering if I should shoot... Yeah, you know what's crazy, Ben? This is actually live weather, so it's beautiful. So now we gotta play hide and go seek here, because the next touch and go is a little bit of a stretch, but there are some landing strips that the 750 can't pick up, but I can see it on Navigraph. So instead of just doing a 80-mile stretch, I'm gonna tap into I think I'm gonna tap into some of these along the way. So we'll climb up to 2. Nope. Let's go ahead and turn around. That's not what I wanted. You know what I should have done? And I don't even think I have that wired. What I should have done was wire my push button on my encoder. So when I want to keep, like if I just want to maintain my heading, instead of having to turn the knob all the way, you know, to where I'm trying to go, I can just push the button and it'll automatically set to my current heading. Save me a couple seconds. Alright, so yeah, so this is what we do. We're gonna have we're gonna cross this water over here. And we'll do one. We'll do 1, 2, 3. Man, there's a lot of these little guys all over the place. We're not gonna do every single one of them. We'll do those 3, and then that'll put us closer to the Exuma International, I guess. That's how you say it? And we'll see how things go once we get there. Depending on how things go, because after, so I'm adding these next 3 touch and goes. They're actually not on the flight plan, but like I said, I'm gonna do it just to break up the monotony of just flying over waters. And then we'll have the Zuma International, and then after that there's technically one more, which is supposed to be the final. But what I can do is add a couple more of those little touch and goes in between. And then land at San Salvador. And that'll be it for this evening. But there are actually some pretty decent stretches, so we probably got roughly an hour left of flight time to our final destination here. You know, I was thinking about something early today, and it amazes me how within the sim community it's like I can't seem to figure out I can't figure out where people's minds are as far as like what they like to see, what they want, like in their minds, what is considered an awesome build, an awesome video, you know, awesome content. Because the whole sole purpose is to provide the best content possible, you know. And like when I be going through the groups and I'm just kind of reading through people's comments, and you know, when people are coming through and they're posting their sim setups and this and that, and sometimes I wonder, like, you know, I feel like there should be, like, there's a plethora of you know, sim groups throughout Facebook, right? I feel like there should be a separation from the different levels of sim builds. And the reason why I say that is because of what you said, Sess. Because it varies so much, right? So like I was in one of the groups earlier today, and I saw, you know, a couple people post their setups, and you know me, I applaud everybody. You know, the sim build world is very small compared to, you know, the masses. And you know, I got love for everybody's setup. Like, everybody's setup is different. You know, everybody is not going for the same thing. But what I find interesting is it's either, if you have a very, very simplistic build, or you have a tuber, you know, an Airbus A321 or 737 1-to-1 scale, or you have a Cessna 172 sim. Those seem to be the only 4 sims that the sim community really, really enjoy. I mean that this is just my opinion, and just kind of my gathering of information. And it's like when you post something, and of course, I mean, at the end of the day, not everybody's gonna like your stuff, and I get it. It's no shame, no hurt, no harm, nothing like that. But I'm just like, what is it that you guys want? I mean, and even from the groups to even like the YouTube channels, I'm constantly looking through everybody's channels, and it's just like, what makes that channel tick versus another channel. And I don't know. It's just kind of weird to me, Well, I won't say weird. I mean, at the end of the day, people like what they like, right? I don't know. It's one of those. It's just one of those things. I guess it's just a constant trial and error, I guess you say. I mean, at the end of the day, this is what I do, and this is how I do it on my side of town, right? Either you love me or you hate me. I'm cool either way. But it's just kind of one of those things. Like what makes certain things trigger people more than others. So it's I guess it's just the world that we live in. Even with, as far as like it, yeah, you're right, Seth. I mean, like I said, if there's anything I would like to do is just continue to get better at what I do, while continuing to be who I am. One thing I will never do is be somebody or be something that I'm not, to entertain the masses. Like, this is my personality. Like, yeah, there's a lot of things that I could add, but right now I'm comfortable where I'm at with it. And as time go on, it might be a little thing here and there. I might try to add that, see how it goes. If that don't work, all right, cool. But when it's all said and done, like, my goal is just to share my journey in flight simulation, and just do my streams, do my recordings, and try to give back to the community the best way I can from my viewpoint. We need to turn in just a little bit. And of course, like you said, I mean, yeah, things do take time. I mean, I've only been in this thing a couple years. I guess it's just more so, trying to understand the audience. What grabs their attention. Let's see. Do you use this PC for other games? I do not, Ben. This is strictly flight sim only. Nothing else goes on with this PC but flight sim. If you do, how do you switch it to another screen? Yeah, I wouldn't know how to do any of that, honestly. I mean, I would assume that it's fairly simple, though, Ben. My journey is becoming more entertaining, or trying to, in my streams. Fun of the journey. Recording is more serious side for sim build stuff, etc. Yeah, says I. I think for me, the streaming side for me is more so the really exploring the world, and really seeing what flight sim really has to offer, just outside the normal, mainstream airports that everybody like to go to. Like, just really stretch it out and just really see the world for what it is from inside the sim. In my recordings, it's like you said, it's more so the tutorial approaches, or informational type of videos, and just leave the real flying to the streams. Like I said, I mean, if I could stream earlier, I would. But this just seemed to be the best time for me because, with Lil Man up and about, there's just really no way of really getting it done, to be honest. So, and it's just a way for me to kind of wind down for the day, just kind of zone out and, just kind of hang out with y'all. And like you said, interact with people, chat in real time, really have a one-on-one conversation, man, because I feel like you build you build your relationships better with your audience and with your people, to a point where it becomes, a brother sisterhood type of thing, man. And even though we're, this is a sim channel, but we could talk about any and everything. We talk about life, sports, family matters, you name it. It's just kind of a place where we all can just kind of, it's our lounge, I guess you can say. I appreciate that, Ben. Yeah, I mean, for me, it's just really just trying to give all the information that I have obtained through my flight sim build and flight sim journey, and just give it back to everyone else free of charge. I would love to see everybody. I'm coming in too fast. Speed checks gears down. Flaps. Let's get this one in real quick. I would love to see everyone, be successful in their sim builds, man. And, like I was talking about yesterday briefly, you don't have to break the bank to have, a fully functioning sim. You don't have to. And it can still look nice, and it can still work. But hey, if money is not a problem, man, go all in on it. The more the better. But from the flight sim, viewpoint, oh yeah, we can definitely talk about how bad KC choked. That
500.
That was a disaster. A complete and utter disaster. Which I'm glad the Eagles stopped him, even though I don't like the Eagles. But nothing made me more happy than to see them break their three-peat cycle. Alright, gears down, flaps are down. Nice little crosswind here. There's 80. Whoa. A little bit of wind shear there. Come on, get down. We've run out of space. Oh, bounce. That'll work. gear is coming up. Next one isn't too far away here. Like chat and fly approach you do because we can talk to someone else from the hobby instead of hearing the same reviews. Yeah, you know, I feel like there's a time and place for that, and there are certain individuals, because like I follow certain channels when I'm looking for certain information, right? All right, Speedy, have a good night, man. Be safe out there tomorrow. You know, shoot, this one not that far off too. Let me not get so fast. You know, like I said, there's certain channels that I go to look for certain things. Now, when it comes to reviews, you know, reviews are, what's the word I'm looking for? Subjective, I guess you can say. But when it comes to, you know, for instance, like updates, things like that, like Island Sim Pilot is my dude. Like, he's been very consistent, and his approach as far as you know, new driver updates or hot fixes or, you know, things of that nature. And you know, he breaks it down very clear so that anybody can understand how to fix it or go about doing it. But when it comes to like just your, you know, your flight simmers who like me and Sess and, you know, other guys, shoot, and hey, if you have a sim, I'm watching it. I'm coming in high on this one. I guess it's not too bad because I got this tall tree sticking out.
500.
This landing might be a little stiff. We gonna get through it though. All right. Okay. You didn't like that. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Ooh, this wind. Let's go. Where's the next one? Beautiful, beautiful. Okay. Ooh. You know what's something I'm learning? I'm learning that when your sim runs at like straight smoothness, it's like flying a whole new aircraft. You get so used to flying the plane by the way your you know, how your PC handles the sim, that when the performance jumps up, man, it's really like flying all over again. Yeah, just a little bit. The wind was crazy coming out of that pocket. So we got the next one coming up here shortly. I think we'll take the one. Ooh, do I want to take the 1.8 or the 3.6? I guess it really doesn't matter. So I can't wait for the day when all of us crank up our birds together and do a whole flight. All right, now I'm trying to figure this out. This might be a little. Okay. All right, I see it. Let's slow her up here. It's a little one right here. Speed checks, gears coming down. First notch of flaps coming
500.
in.
Terrain ahead. Terrain ahead.
Second notch flaps.
Terrain ahead. Pull up. Terrain ahead.
I
Pull
see the
up.
terrain. Hush. Boy, she get to hollering at you, boy. Is that? Yeah, that's it. Wow, this is definitely this is a landing strip right here, y'all. Let's see how we do. This is right on the water. Ooh. Gosh, look at this water, man. Oh, that's not good. Ooh. Ooh. Oh, that wasn't the best. That was definitely squirrely. I just figured out I have okay so the how I have my rudder pedals set up, I have a piece of board that goes over top of it, right? And but the that was definitely a set style touch and go right there. I had like a 19 knot crosswind. I was coming in way too fast, and then my rudder pedals, and I wonder what was going on because it's not the first time it's done it, and I just realized what's happening. So up underneath the board, like I said, it sits on top of the rudder pedals, right? So over time, as I'm using my rudders, the whole rudder pedals are actually shifting, and what ended up happening is it'll shift so far over to where I can't get full rudder deflection, because I was trying to give it more right rudder because of the crosswind to correct it, and I couldn't do it, and it got me hung up, and I was so busy trying to do that. Nah, that's all right. I didn't flip over. Okay, so let's oop, where are we going? So let's go altitude and go heading mode, and we'll just ride this out for a little bit. Oh man, how's the weather where everybody's at? Cause where I'm at, I don't like it. It's still cold and rainy. Last week we was in the 70s. We was in the high 60s, low 70s all last week. Now it's 20 degrees at night, 40 degrees and rainy in the day. Hey, Says, did you ever post that the video of what your sim does when you have FrameJet on? 'Cause I was looking for it. I didn't know you had posted it or not. Aw, you lucky rascal. Okay. Gosh, man. You know, and this is another beautiful thing about really exploring the world in flight sim. Because when you once you get the, ooh, I see New York City, I see Vegas, I see Hawaii, you know, I see all the main places that everybody like fly to, and you really start stretching it out and exploring, man, like, this is gorgeous. 102 by the weekend. Oh Lord have mercy. I'll still take 102 over this mess we got though. I love me some heat. I can deal with heat all day long. I can't stand the cold. I hate the cold. I really do. You know, and then another reason why I like doing these series too is it really shows you just how small you are to this world and just how big this place that we call Earth is. You know? It's huge. Like, right now I'm out in the middle of no man's land. But yeah, man, this is amazing. We have traffic. Thousand below. Off to the left, no factor. How's the water in 2024? That's one thing that I never really paid attention to on the few times that I actually flew in it. Does the water look as good as 2020? Okay. Got some sim build related videos coming soon. Oh, I'll be looking out for those for sure. Okay. Yeah, I was just kind of curious. Like I said, the handful of times that I've flown in 24, I just really played around in my local area, you know, just to kind of test the waters in it to see how it feels. Actually, I think I did do. I did do a test flight in Australia in 2024. Didn't I post that video? Well, I don't think it was actually a real video that I posted on YouTube. I think it was something I did in the Discord. Didn't I send that to you, Sess? Was it you? I can't. I remember doing something like that. So I wanted to see how it looked. I can't remember. But I know for the most part, it was pretty much just in my local area, just kind of looking at everything. Like I said, I definitely enjoy the lighting that it has. The night lighting is beautiful to me. All right. We are still 13 miles out. Yeah, I can't remember either. I thought maybe I did. I don't know. Because I think I was talking about how I didn't like the default scenery. Or maybe that was a different video. That scenery off the left looks awesome. Yeah, it's gorgeous, Seth. I mean, it like the clarity of the water. It's just. And then on top of the fact, you know, just how smooth the sim is running. Like there's no stutters. It was acting up a little bit earlier when I first took off, but it smoothed itself out. I still get a little bit of ghosting on the static lines. But I mean, it's not enough to really notice unless you're really staring at it. Okay, so this is one of the flight plan touch and goes here. It's 11:35. I got a little bit more energy in me. We are technically, if I did a touch and go on this one and went straight to the last waypoint, we'll still got about 30 minutes left of flight. And there's one, two, there's 3 hops, 3 more little small touch and goes that I can add into it. I might do that and go ahead and finish this one out. But see, the only thing is, if I go to that one though, man, there's so many islands. I'm actually might bypass that one. Let me start slowing this thing down. Cause that one is kind of out there. I could do these 3 though. Let's see. Let's get you down. Speed checks. Gear is coming down. Shoot, when I get back home, I'm gonna have to call my mechanic up. He didn't tighten up my landing gear lever. That thing is kind of loose. I spent a lot of money on that annual. I'm gonna have to talk to him about that. All right. First notch flaps in, gear is down. Let's just slow down to 90 here.
500.
Ben, you got jokes. Oh man, got jokes. I don't think that's the same one. Okay. Gear is down, flaps is down. We got a 20 knot pretty much headwind. Oh, well, it definitely wasn't Toby. I put a restraining order on that dude. I don't want you in my city no more. Toby did give us some good stories though, I must say. Alright, let me see if I can redeem myself here on this one. Pulled up. Too much. I don't know. 1140. I think I might let this one be for tonight, fellas. Cause I'm looking at this flight plan that I pretty much mapped out for the rest of this flight, and it's not really making any sense. It's actually taking me out of the route that I want to go. So we are going to hang out here for tonight in Azuma International. Seems like there's a lot of people like hang out here anyway. Alright, flaps are coming up, landing lights are off, strobes are coming off. Where to park? Where to park? Where would I like to park? Oh, there's the stutter. Guess we'll park over here. That should do. All right. After landing checks, cowl flaps are open, flaps are up, transponder. I wasn't even using it when I should have been. That's okay though. Avionics is off. Throttle mixture off. Lights are out. And magnetos, power is down. Turn off the fuel selector. And that should do it, guys, for tonight. Not too bad of a run today. I gotta clean up this flight plan because, yeah, that wasn't gonna make any sense doing it that way. So we'll just continue. We'll just continue on. Yeah, we'll continue on, man. We got a long way to go, man. Like I said, this is probably gonna be a 2-week series, man. At least a 2-week series, I would say. And I gotta find one of these days. I don't know when, Sess, but I gotta find within the route where the whole route is just gonna be a floater type of day. So yeah, so we're gonna keep pressing on. So hope you guys enjoyed tonight, and we'll catch you on the next one. Have a great night, great day, and we catch you tomorrow. It's Cardboard Sim signing out.